Hello guys, my name is Max Game Rating, and today the game I am rating is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This game came out in 2014 of November. So there are three different modes in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare: campaign, multiplayer, and zombies, going in chronological order of course, because zombies is the end of the world, an apocalypse. Okay, let's not talk about the zombies right now. First thing I want to talk about is the campaign. So, in the first mission, what you do is you are in South Korea and the North Koreans are invading South Korea. You need to help out the South Koreans because they are your allies. Without your allies, you are nothing. So, what you do is you go out and help South Korea, then your mission gets aborted. What happens next is in that same exact mission, the mission changes for you. You and your partner have to get a drone that has captured some intel about the South Koreans and the U.S. to take them down. Well, what happens is you do eventually take down the drone, but what happens is in that process, your partner and your best friend dies and you lose an arm, specifically your left arm. So, they have a funeral for your best friend in the military, and you end up meeting this guy named Irons afterwards. He seems pretty nice. He offers you a job. Come work for us at Atlas, and we will give you a new arm. You accept that offer, and you go through tons of training to use this new arm. So, eventually, Irons shows out his bad side, and a perfectly nice man who you capture not knowing who he is. He is killed by Irons. Once Irons kills him, you realize with one of your partners, Irons is terrible, and your other partner said, well, I don't think he must have done this for, a good reason, right? And you're like, well, no. Turns out Irons is a terrorist, and all of Atlas is as well. All of Atlas is under his control. And Irons kicks you out of Atlas, and you still have your arm, though. So, later on in the game, you and the U.S. military and your other friend and your other teammate, so you and two other people, go out and you try and take out Irons. Turns out this is not Irons, this was fake. You cannot get Irons until you can get these mech suits to break into his lab. Once you get into the mech suits, you have to get into Irons' lab and then you have to kill him. He launches all of these nukes out to a major country and a major city within that country. And he now wants to wipe out the entire human race so that there are no more bad things in the world. That includes taking out him, so he's a little crazy, which is the bad thing. So yeah. Once you get into the mech suits, Irons knows that you're there. He stops you and he says, "You think you could stop me? This is not the end. This is only the beginning." Once you get out of your mech suit, you chase him down. The only bad thing that happens is when you chase him down, he says, "Quick, help me. Mitchell, help me up," when he's falling off of a building. And you're holding him with your robot arm. Your robot arm starts to glitch. You can't do anything. The only thing you can do is cut off your arm with your right arm using a knife. Once this happens, Irons falls into a pit of fire, and then that is the end of Irons. So, later, you're trying to pull yourself up, but your teammate comes and catches you. Thankfully for him, you would have been dead without him. So, that is what happens in the campaign. P.S. This was a spoiler, so I will put that in the beginning of the video. Okay, first thing that I want to say about multiplayer is that there are two different modes. local play and online mode. Online mode basically means you get to play with real people. Local play means that you get to play with bots or your friends that are on the local gaming system with you. Or you can create a custom game in local. So, first off, in multiplayer for local play, you play with bots. And these are usually easy depending on what difficulty you put on. The difficulties are from recruit, regular, hardened, and veteran, in which some languages veteran means you will not survive. And that is their description of veteran for hardened. So, now that you have been playing multiplayer for some time and you are playing the multiplayer online, you get to play with people that are decently in rank with you. So say I'm 2nd prestige. I can play with people that are 1st prestige and 3rd prestige. I won't be in a lobby with somebody who's 10th prestige or master prestige. That's not how it works. It wants to give you the best gaming experience you can have, just like any other Call of Duty. So, in every Call of Duty, you get XP or experience, and this experience makes you level up. And now since you can level up, this basically helps you to gain more strength and get better weapons, and so then you can, it's kind of hard to explain. So then you can get more guns, more everything, get more score streaks, you can get more perks, you get more of everything. So also you can get different exo abilities, different lethals, different tactical like insertions and stuff like that. So with XP, since you level up, there is also a smaller version of XP, and this helps you get score streaks such as the UAV. These score streaks help you in many different ways. A lightning strike can come in and drop multiple bombs into the area you have selected. The UAV monitors wherever you are. Okay, so in a multiplayer, you can decide what kind of weapon you have, what are the primaries, what are the secondaries, what are the lethals, what are the tacticals, what is everything, what is on your exo, how your gun looks, and everything. You can do this in some Call of Duties, but in Advanced Warfare you cannot. So, in Black, and that is basically it. And yeah, so I will see you guys when I start talking about Exo Zombies. Finally, Exo Zombies. Exo Zombies is a new game mode that they added in about 4 or 5 months after the game was released. There was only one map and it was called Outbreak. You can be 4 different characters. You can be the janitor of the Atlas area you are in. You can be a random man who nobody really knows where he comes from. You can be a military person from the SEALs, and you can also be that random man's daughter. So, since this is called Exo Zombies, there are little power stations around the map, and these can activate exosuits. These exosuits are free, but they have different abilities, like a medic exo, and there's also an explosive exo. The explosive exo happens once the zombies get somewhere close to you. You can explode. This one is pretty hard to find since it's a pretty sophisticated map and it's pretty hard to locate from just playing the game and not looking at the map that you get when you first start out. So, rounds 1, 2, and 3. What happens in those rounds is once you finish those, there are dogs. So once you get to round 4, there are dogs. And these are basically just zombie bloodhounds. And they're basically a recreation of the bloodhounds in the last really good Call of Duty game, Black Ops 2. I'm sorry for all you Ghost lovers. It wasn't really that much of a good game. And also, if you want to see me do a Call of Duty Ghost review, then just let me know. Comment it, message me on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. So yeah, once you get to the inside by opening up a few doors, there is 3D printers randomly around the map. The 3D printer is once you hold a button, on your either controller or keyboard, it prints a random weapon for you. There can also be random credit stations found all around the map. As you can see, there is one behind me right now, and this is an overvoice of some gameplay I did, and see, there we go, I just got 100 credits. So yeah, once you get the EXO in the center of the map, it is basically a one-hit kill until round 14, just like in the Black Ops with the Galvanuckles. So, since you know all about not the mystery box, but the 3D printer, the power, and the EXOs, I think I can start to wrap this up. But I would like you guys to see and wait until I get to round 4. So round 4 is basically the dogs, like I said, and you don't get really eaten by them, but they damage you. But you can't die from Exo dogs, which are basically the recreation of the Hellhounds from Black Ops 2, and they were also a downloadable thing in Black Ops 1, I believe. But I'm not going to go into detail about Black Ops 1. This is far into the future. That was in Vietnam, so I'm just not going to say anything about it. So, yeah. So there you go. You can see that there are these Exo dogs. They are basically greyhounds. They're extremely skinny. I kind of went AFK right there for a second. Yeah. So you can basically just punch them, and it's okay since it's still a one-hit kill. And yeah, so now let's talk about the perks or the magic, which it was called in Black Ops 2, and it wasn't really called that in not Advanced Warfare. Sorry, this is Advanced Warfare. In Ghosts. Since you have made it to certain rounds, you start getting magic. Round 1, you don't really get any magic because it's a very low chance that you will get magic. Once you get the magic, there are 4 or 5 different magic abilities. The first one is full reload. The second one, full reload is basically sorry, I'm trying to think of it from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops and all the other Call of Duties. It's basically like max ammo. Then the next one is double value, which is double points. The next one is hyper damage, which is basically, it adds in it's kind of like in all the other Call of Duties when there are the barriers. That basically adds back in the barriers. And then the final one, I think, is hyper damage. Or, sorry, not hyper damage. A DNA bomb, which basically is the nuke in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and all the other Call of Duty games. There's a new Pack-a-Punch machine, and it costs even less money. Now it only costs 25k to upgrade a weapon, and it basically will either add on a sight and change the camo, or either just change the camo. And I think the highest camo you can get up to is the diamond camo, and that is the most you can Pack-a-Punch it to. So, now that is the end of the tutorial. Or not the tutorial, I'm so sorry. I'm out of it today. What am I saying? Not double points, or double value. It is called, multiplier, which basically gives you double points. I'm sorry I said that. Yeah, so that is it, really. And so basically what I would rate this game is a 5 out of 5. This is a pretty decent game. Actually, a 4.9. I'm not going to rate it 5 out of 5. It's not a really perfect game. There are tons of bugs still. It's still an alpha game, so it's not an omega yet. And I can't really rate it 5 out of 5 until it's officially done, and that's it. So yeah, don't get mad. This isn't a 5 out of 5. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. Comment down below what you want for new reviews. And there will be a preview coming up pretty soon, in a week or two, which it'll be a pretty long one. I'm going to say it's around 30 minutes. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.